Hello everybody, thank you for watching this video. Today we're gonna talk about what happens inside in the mind of an overthinker. And I would like to start with this beautiful situation that hopefully I'm not the only one that experienced it. And I would say it goes like this. So imagine yourself when you were a kid, okay? When you were about 6 or 7. When you were about 6 or 7, okay? And realistically, you are not thinking at all when you're 6 or 7. You're just a kid who lives with no rules, who is just doing stuff because he thinks it's fun. He just wants to laugh. You're just like oh, you're just living. You have pure joy. You have no rules. Like, you might have a little bit of rules, but realistically, you are not in a serious point in your life. And I would say, in this point of your life, when you are a kid, your parents will say something to you about, hey, think before you act. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. O así de que piensa antes de actuar, cabrón. And what does this mean? This means that before you take action in your life, before you do something, you need to think about the consequences that your action can come to you. And what do I mean about this? Your actions have consequences. For example, if for some reason you punched your cousin a lot, and then your mom tells you, like, bro, act, like, think before you act. Like, think about the consequences that you can do. Think about the damage you're giving to your cousin. And then you start thinking, and you are like, oh my god, she's right. My actions have consequences. And all of a sudden, you've been thinking your actions before you execute them your whole life, and then all of a sudden you have anxiety. You don't know when to start. You don't know. You are afraid of failing because you've been thinking about all the consequences that can happen if you act, and then all of a sudden you don't take action in your life. Oh my god, my eyes are so uneven. But that is such a beautiful thing in life, and I think about it, and I feel like that's like if I would name a movie, it would be like that quote, like when your parents tell you think before you act. And then since time passed by, you think before you act, 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 and then you imagine all these consequences, and then all of a sudden you can't take action anymore because you are too afraid of the consequences that may happen or may not happen. Because this is such a beautiful quote also. Why will you focus on what could go wrong when everything could go right? I love that quote from Togi. I love that guy, honestly. And I love talking about life and about these things because failure is such a thing that we built as a society. Because, for example, we have these words that you may know about being cringe, about being corny, about being, I don't know, like a movie. And realistically, we are so bad as humans because we think that way. Like, for example, I'm recording videos for TikTok and I'm making these videos for YouTube, and some people that they are not in the content creation thing, they're gonna think like, oh, this guy is corny. Like, who does he think he is? He's driving himself back to the gym and he's recording himself just talking. Like, some people might call me corny, or maybe they don't even care, and I'm just talking about some people's opinion that don't even exist. But that's the thing, it might exist and it might not, but it's just in your mind. Like, if it's on your mind, like, you're gonna care immediately. Why? Because it's on your mind. Everything that it's on your mind, you're gonna care 100%. Like, if you are afraid that something might happen to you later, that's all the things that you're gonna be thinking all day. And then all of a sudden those things have an impact in your day-to-day because that's all you think about. about the consequences, about the negative. But it doesn't have to be that way. It can also be on a positive way. You can also think positive every single day of your life. You can be like, oh my god, what if I put all my mindset into one thing, until one single thing that I want to achieve. Maybe for example I want to get jacked, maybe for example I want to start a business, maybe for example I want to make more money, maybe for example I want to grow my roof sales journey by not being afraid of climbing the roofs, and by learning all the strategies and information about the company, even though you know nothing about roof sales, but you still do it. Why? Because you want to grow yourself as a person. If you just want to grow yourself as a person, that's the only thing you need in life, because you have that improvement, you have that mindset of becoming better in your life. You only have one life. You only have one. Please don't waste it. Please. Oh my god, I love when I just go inside of that mode, when the words just come out of my mind. Because that's the thing, bro. That's why I'm making these videos, because you need to build your confidence every single day. Every single day. If you don't have confidence at all, or if you don't think you're a person that has a lot of security about himself, you need to work every single day in order to become yourself better. For example, what am I doing? Like, these are some steps that you can do to become more confident. For example, realistically, you just talk to yourself every single day. That's why I don't like music, because when you are hearing music, your thoughts in your mind just completely close their eyes, and it's like they don't exist. When you listen music, you don't have thoughts at all. Like, your mind just blocks out, because you have constantly sound blasting in your ears all time. And that's why I don't like music. So step number 1 to becoming more confident: talk to yourself. Talk to yourself when you wake up, when you are driving to work, when you are driving to the gym, when you are at the gym. It doesn't matter. Like, you can, when you are finished with your set, instead of scrolling in your phone, and instead of listening music, you can just have a little bit of a little conversation with yourself, and it's such a beautiful thing to just talk to yourself. Like, you feel more, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you have fulfillment in your life when you talk with yourself. It's such a privilege to have like a calm mind, and like all these things give you like short dopamine hits. It's not like when you're watching TikTok, when your dopamine's like this, and then you watch TikToks, and then your dopamine strikes, but then you stop watching TikTok, and then boom, it drops, and then you feel bad, and then you don't want to do anything, and then you feel like you're depressed. But realistically, you're not depressed. You just have your dopamine, it's so fucked up because you've been watching a lot of TikToks. But it's okay, human being, because you can improve every single day. You can improve single day. Okay, that's step 1. Just talk to yourself. Second, make things that make you uncomfortable or that you are too afraid to do. What do I mean about this? For example, I will say I'm a shy. Well, I'm not totally shy, but I do experience some shyness in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not the most shy, non-existent shy person. I don't know how to say. But my point with this is that I'm shy, okay? And how do I fix that? By recording videos at the gym. I don't know, by making these videos, to getting out of my comfort zone. Maybe you talk to some strangers. And I would say that's like top 1 in the leaderboard on how to become more confident, because we are so afraid to talk to other persons. I don't know why. But that's like the main thing you should do if you're trying to become more confident and having more confidence with you. Just talk to some strangers, bro. Like, we are all shy in this human society that we live in. We are so shy. We don't talk to strangers anymore. And like at some point it's okay, like we all mind our own business and we all doing our own thing, but at some point it gets sad. Like, bro, we are humans, we are supposed to socialize with ourselves, and all of a sudden we don't communicate with us anymore because we are too afraid that we're gonna get rejected by other person. And that might happen if you try to approach a stranger and he or she rejects you. It's okay, like maybe that person wasn't worth it, maybe that person was going through a rough day. You never know. If that happens, don't take it personal. Just walk away and try again, because it's all about trying. If that doesn't work, you can still work on another human being. It's okay. You just need to try. And if something sad happens, you don't need to focus on what is like, it's not even sad. If you really think about it, it's more like a lesson. Like it's just the universe telling you to keep going. Like, oh, that this person didn't work, oh well, then go find another one, and then that one is gonna work, and it's gonna even be more special because the first one reject you, and then the police that person reject you, and then it's gonna be more special. Why? Because it didn't work at the first time. So now with the second time it's gonna be more special because the first one didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna say another one. So the first one, talk to yourself. The second one, talk to strangers. And the third one, be more grateful with your life. Every single day you have blessings. You can see, you can hear, you can eat, you have money to buy food, you have a roof over your head. And if you don't call me to install a new roof, but yeah, be more grateful, please. You only have one life, please. If you're trying to make yourself a favor, please try to be more grateful every single day, every week, every month, every year. Try to be 1% better. And yeah, I'm about to head out. I just got home. It was such a beautiful day. I'm gonna make some TikToks right now. I'm gonna edit a video, and then we are working our way to the goal. Okay, bye. I love you. You're going to achieve everything in life. Bye.